I'm audible. Cool. Okay.
Where are the supercomputers? Oh, found them.
Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna start stream and leave the server up for you then. If you're still exploring.
Yeah. Great.
It's gonna change. Oh. Alright. So here. Dip. 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 Like that. Yeah. Yeah, Mason, we're here. We can even let you guys hear the music. Move the leader. Yeah. Okay, hyper mode. Can't save the queen. Rip in peace, Magnitude. So my mic's audible? Oh, my mic is not that audible. There we go. Had a train of thought. Oh. Because the Magnitude the Numel used. It's a really fun and interesting move that they took out in Sword and Shield. It is.
Full disclosure before we start.
Sounds real low for background. I can raise it back up. How's that do for us? Better? Excellent. 'Cause I dropped it like to nothing. Excellent, Chatlin. Are you still in the Satisfactory? Or you left? Yeah, you left. No, you're there. Cool. Carry on. You heard the video? I should hope so. You perished? Oh. That would explain it. Yeah, you sent a video, so I was curious what it was. It's some duck saying how they dislike children. It's dangerous outside the base. Should we do the customary funeral rites? Would have it no other way. Would have it no other way but proper respect for our fallen brother. Our fallen Grand Mega Supreme Pope, Grand Mega Pope Supreme Ocelot. I feel like you just want to spam F's in the chat. Just old hat. And some biddies for our fallen Grand Mega Supreme Pope Ocelot. Grand Mega Pope Supreme Ocelot. Hi. And I feel like there's healing in between these matches, right? Thanks for those biddies, Mouse. In their memory. Your quest is add gameplay is satisfactory? No. Aw shucks. I'm froze. It is. Oh. Cause you. Yeah. You know, you got two full screen applications going on there. It's like, which one do I capture? You hate to have to move down to a manual capture, because then what if it's a different thing you want to set up next time? It won't be there. BRB, goodbye forever. Tripkick's winner. Oh, we'll just fly right out of there. Weird. Look at those quality animations. It's the stunning visuals. Creme de la creme. I think that Hitmontop has at least 3 polygons. Oh, right, fly. That's what you get for being dark type. You get destroyed by Hitmontop. Because Hitmontop is good. Solid attack. This one carries Intimidate, right? Oh, fly is your only damaging move. Oh. That's getting more grindy. That's getting more grindy all the time. On top. Remember who you are. Yeah. I know you resist that and all, but you still die to the resist, right? Oh, I just missed. Targeted the wrong slot. I have paid dearly. Or not. Yeah. That's what we wanted to see. You love to see it. You love to see it. There aren't free heals at the battle tower, so I guess we're just doing this. Oh, that's not good. And Swift comes out, yeah. What a good move is Swift. What a good move. Outstanding move. Uh-oh. Wait, that'll hit their partner. Not very much, though. So lose Hitmontop this fight. Yeah. And Mist comes in to pay their tithes. Excellent. Our coffers are overflowing with your generous givings. Yeah, 'cause they have a lot of ground and fire, so let's give them a little bit of that surf. Magnitude. You hit magnitude 6 a lot there, buddy. Everything. Praise be. Praise unto the chime for the RNG it blesses us with. For these feeble opponents that fall victim to a single surf. That these poor lads get eviscerated, may be reconstructed and reborn better, stronger, and less evil. The tree you already defeated. Like them, the real battle begins now. That other stuff wasn't even a Pokemon battle. There weren't even Pokemon. That was just a series of dolls. This is a real Pokemon battle. I could tell because of this. Is that the shiny or Shadow Pineco? Or is that just a Pineco? Somewhere in this game is a Shadow Pineco. Nope, not here. Not today. Yeah. Balta, you're gonna eat that. Of course you have dig. Why wouldn't you dig and try to stall out a double battle? That's at least the cool thing about double battles is there's not a lot of stall. It just doesn't work. You can't possibly stall out. Oh, I thought this would get blocked out. Houndour. Yeah, this is for Alligator's paradise. One of you dies, so I can put him for Alligator. I mean, I want all my Pokemon to succeed. There's no favorites here. Excellent. I'm trying to recall the artist because I can think of the art style. The hot meme where it's a mother and their two children. It's like, oh, I have no favorites. Of course not. The one child skips off happily. The mother pulls in the other child. My favorite's you by a lot. I should probably find that. 'Cause I cannot do it justice by describing it. It's special and Graveler has no special defense, so... Really? Well, it'll all be over soon, one way or the other. There you are. Slightly muted. That and...
Well, hello again.
Ooh, woo. Back at it again.
Yeah, the mic was not muted this time.
Nice. So they can hear you. Probably. Hopefully.
Hopefully not. Oh, well, hopefully for the content.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting question. That's not super interesting.
It's the postulate.
Is water wet?
Yes.
Alright. We're gonna need to get a couple of chats intake when there's actually chat in here. But
Water is clearly wet.
let's see here. Someone asked the question in our clan of Clash Royale. I assume jokingly. I lean to it being wet too. But I don't know if he's here.
Water.
Baker. Yeah, what is it? Water, yeah. Then Baker said, water is neither wet nor dry. It only makes other things wet. And I'm trying to consider that point here.
Nah, man. Water's wet. It has qualities that are prescribed to the attribute of wetness, like being covered in water.
Yeah, I said something. How does this sound? It's kind of I'll just
Yeah.
read it. So, say molecules upon molecules of water are visible to the naked human eye. Like, say if you have enough of them.
It is said.
Right. A molecule of water would be wet by other water molecules in the vicinity. Does that sound, I guess, logical?
That's a reasonable definition.
Is there a way? I mean, unless one redefines the word dry, I don't think water can be dry as well.
Right.
But
See, I'd argue that the language we're using is prescriptive, whatever descriptive definition it may have derived from. It's commonly understood that water is wet. It is not dry, as dry means things that are not water.
right. I guess one possible argument, and I think it's a bad one, but one could say look deep enough at the water molecules, focus on only certain part of the molecule, and you don't have you don't have that, or just one water molecule, you won't have that wetness. So would it by default be dry if it doesn't have other water to make it wet?
Sure, on a small enough scale is each individual drop of water dry, because there's not more water surrounding it, or a molecular level is a single drop of water capable of being wet, to which I say, yeah, probably.
There's some reason that question I just formulated, or that type of idea, I guess, made me very sad. sad that I would come up with it. I'm disappointed in this sense myself.
By breaking things down to their fundamental elements, 'cause that's a pretty good way
No,
to
no, I
figure
mean
things out.
about the dryness. I just randomly mentioned that I could have just moved on with life after having said the wetness of water.
It's true.
But
It's one of those fun, nonsensical debates like pineapple on pizza, where you're like, yeah, man, eat it or don't.
I mean, there's a few truths in the universe, but that being bad is the truth. I joke.
It's fine. It's nothing to write home about.
The fundamental truth of the universe.
It's more so not whatever they answer the question, but how the person approaches the question that is the interesting portion of it.
Do you mean for pineapple on pizza or questions in general?
For pineapple on pizza and that flavor of question, like the fun party trick question, you're like, haha, I'm gonna disguise it as trivia or some sort of philosophical debate. See how it's approached. Dang ingrain. I don't know if I'll be able to get past this fifth person.
Is that the name of this opponent? Dan Grain?
Ingrain, like to plant down roots and set yourself in a location.
The move.
Yeah,
Excellent.
the dang Lilleep does not wish to leave. How is Swablu still not died?
They
Yikes.
do not wish to leave either, apparently.
They set up Sandstorm? Great. Great. Swablu's going to die now.
Well,
Look what you found. Is it a live stream on twitch.tv/lightningcog? No. Wait a minute. I've seen that before. That's a haha emote? I thought you left that at the Discord.
it makes its presence known.
Except we think you need to adjust it? Oh, it looks like ha-has.
Surprisingly, I mean, it's noticeable. The haha. It's good, in my opinion.
Legible even. Although I suppose we know what it's supposed to say.
I mean, one doesn't have to squint much, given just how generally the emote seems
Yeah.
pretty small on Twitch here.
It's true. Emotes are lacking in size. Nice, nice. I didn't expect Trapinch to go down. This Trapinch has decent stats for a not fully evolved.
So, not long ago, Baker, we were discussing water and its attributed wetness. In case you'd like to make your case here and throw the world into imbalance.
Where does Baker stand on the matter? Is water wet? In the world, we never know.
Yeah, I guess I'll let you can explain that if he wishes to. Otherwise, it's still the stance mentioned here of being neither wet nor dry.
Oh. Weird. It's the leaf that carries the sandstorm? What the heck?
What? Hold on a second.
I agree. I thought it was the Trapinch or something earlier.
It's
what a-
time to ban them from life.
What an unconventional set. Oh. Oh yeah, let me get right on that. I will not be able to afford that in this lifetime. Because a bit is a cent, more or less. So that's $250. So that's one of those streamer exclusive emotes. Or you can upload your emotes to a Franker face. Then people with better Twitch TV can use them. But who would do something like that?
I recently finished watching Avatar: The Last Airbender cartoon thing.
Oh, cool. Such a good movie.
It's a series.
Oh.
Oh
I hear
no.
that's fine.
Oh, I thought you had seen it, at least in its entirety in the past.
Yeah, I rewatched it like a month or two ago. We delayed more than usual. That's not good. I'm not dropping frames, so that's a Baker thing.
Time for a forced joke.
Do
I
it.
guess you could say that the Fire Nation attacked his connection. Ah.
It's true. Everything was fine until the Fire Nation destroyed their Wi-Fi connection.
Try some. No, water's probably not a good idea.
Right, don't
Might have some electricity.
waterbend your solutions. Some lightning bending will just fry your hardware.
I mean, unfortunately, that seems to be used by firebenders. So,
Right. Haven't you? You said
Say
you
goodbye.
finished it, right?
huh? Yes. Actually, what was it? Earlier today.
Nice. 'Cause at the
There are
end,
3 seasons, I think. Huh?
'cause at the end, the Fire Nation's not at war anymore.
At least at that point in time. But, you know, at the end of the series.
So they're not bullies, and you could just call one up like an electrician.
I was reading lately that the Legend of Korra is kind of a continuation of it. So I'll be watching that in the future.
Legend of Korra is a hot mess, but you're welcome to it.
Hot mess.
It's a
Do
hot
elaborate.
Well, the exposition looks cool because the characters are nice. I'll say the first season was pretty well held together. And the first half of the second season, yeah. Strong opinions on Legend of Korra. And the first half of the second season starts out really cool. Before dropping the fun bits. Your only official stance on water being wet discussion is that as a parent the only consistent question we always ask. Why is it wet? The world may never know.
That does sound concerning. They always ask, why is this wet? Never, how is this wet?
I mean, why and how are getting at the same thing. They want the underlying processes.
I mean, when you ask why, it's kind of like what caused it, and how is like the process itself of,
Sure.
I guess, the material process of how it happened.
Yeah. Or why is more. What's the intended goal here?
I guess there's more specific kind of differentiation between how and why, because they're also used interchangeably, I think, at times.
Baker's got the big brain. Things are always wet and no one knows why.
Except for water? Oh my. can't believe what I'm reading.
Including water.
Well, things are always wet. No one knows why.
Water is included in things. This ambiguously wide answer.
A lot of things that do contain water.
Look, grapes, they have water and they're wet.
Grapes are wet.
Grapes are wet, water's wet, it's all wet all the way down. It's the hot take. Best case scenario, they're just wet because of water. Is there some other force that wets things?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's actually, huh?
So I guess
So you have another liquid. Can it wet something, or does it need to have water molecules in it?
so I see we can wet anything with anything, right? So long as it's a liquid, it has the potential to wet things. You can wet things with isopropyl alcohol, and although that's usually an aqueous solution, oh,
I mean, I suppose one
Never
can't wet something with lava because, you know, it's not. It's really. It's thick.
why not?
Viscous. To wet something with lava?
Yeah. If something's covered with lava, is it not wet?
Is lava wet?
Yeah.
Does it have water molecules in it?
No.
So, I mean,
Maybe-
that could be that something can be wet and it doesn't have to have water molecules. If that's the case.
I have absolutely no idea now. I thought
As
I
the
knew.
Graveler is being fought? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, Graveler's super dead. They just don't know it yet.
That's what he gets for not
Oh.
answering if lava is wet.
It's called chemistry. Oh. Never mind, I thought... It does do the thing. So, Magnitude and Earthquake hit the 3 other Pokemon, but it also hits whatever's underground, and it deals double damage if they're underground.
Dang. That's not very good.
No, it's fine. Because it's a double battle, they had one of their Pokemon go underground, and had the other one use Magnitude and just murder it.
Ah,
Which is-
yes. Friendly fire.
Not the best strategy.
It's basically a flex. They're that confident that you're gonna lose.
I don't think they're flexing. That's,
I mean, not if they die from their own magnitude. Usually lose.
that Brava sticks on. Yeah, no. What did I tell you? Graveler has no special defense.
Loser.
Never mind, I probably should have kept him alive. Probably should have kept him alive so they could do another Magnitude trick like that. Kill Vibrava. So now we have to burn a turn. Eat a dig. Ah! It hurts.
I just want to mention I'm still wondering whether lava is wet.
Probably?
Oh man.
I don't know.
I think I'm starting to wonder if wet is even something that's limited just to water molecules. I'm starting to think not. But if it's like a liquid property,
Okay, if something's wet. It contains water, but it's not a solution of water, right? Like if there's water splashed on top of a rock, You don't say, wow, look at that
Look at
unmixing
what?
solution.
The rock has been wet.
Right. 'Cause it's not a solution at all if it's just water on a rock. Right?
Hmm. Are you saying solution to the question or like chemical kind of?
No, like a chemical solution. Like,
I have no idea.
okay. Like something
Uh,
suspended within something else. Some solute, some...
I'm trying to think if there's a liquid that doesn't contain water molecules. I guess lava, but lava is
Right,
really weird. I guess it is liquid.
Well, anything can be liquid with the right temperature and pressure. Stick your hand...
Sure.
Ooh.
Huh?
Is
Wait,
that... Is that the sticking point for what's wet? You can stick your hand in the liquid and it will come out with a surface coating. Except, I feel like the surface coating is the big thing.
I don't know. I don't think Baker likes the suggestion that lava might be wet. The
They don't-
future is now.
They don't want the truth to come out that lava's wet the whole time.
They're gonna stop us.
Hawaiian Isles are just wet on top of wet. What about oil? Stick your hand in that. Would you say it's wet?
I'd have to think about
See,
that.
I wouldn't describe it as wet though. Which maybe it's
Oil it's a liquid, but it's a really viscous liquid, very thick compared to, I
Right,
guess,
like-
other. Yeah.
I feel like you can wet things with liquids that are not water or aqueous in nature. But the typical use of the word is for water and water accessories.
I think I attribute the word like water part of something that usually comes with it is that it cools stuff down as well, or at least it doesn't heat stuff up. Like
Sure.
if you splash liquid, if you splash some lava on something, you'd say that thing has been burned.
Right.
You might say that.
See, I'd say that's just happenstance because of the other factors in wetting things, where the water's typically not boiling. If you wet something in boiling water, you'd raise the temperature,
Dang.
right?
If you make something, well,
Uh-oh. Fly's disabled. Well,
because at a certain temperature, water is liquid. Then, like lava, at a certain temperature becomes that melted rock. Or I guess
Right.
certain temperatures, it vary on the kind of minerals and stuff. Like they might have slightly different boiling points and whatnot.
right. Different rocks have different melting points, yes.
So if it's assumed they're in their liquid state, I don't know where I was going with this. I started thinking about rocks and magma.
I don't know. I just Uno card the Duskull and disabled their disable.
Yes,
So that feels pretty good.
they will learn suffering.
My fly is still disabled. Well, mirror move it is.
Because like, one could say one wets the floor with soda, but
Right.
soda has like water in it, or even juice like orange juice, it has water molecules.
Right, because they're both aqueous. They're both full of water. See, I wonder if it's the nature of wet to necessitate water, or if it just happens very often because water's in a lot of things. Oh man, the Will-O-Wisp connects. Hitmontop's burned? Yeah. Duskull is a good Pokemon.
Oh. It might be okay to assume that wet is normally used when there's some kind of tie to water.
That's a reasonable leap in judgment.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that doesn't have water and will be considered a wet. Or like a wet something.
Philosoph. Guys, back miss. Coming in late 2020 pre-order now for audio clip of the discussion.
Oh
Let's
my.
see. What you didn't
The
know.
philosophy of
This
wet.
is episode 2 of the Codcast. You can catch your favorite podcast streaming services, be it. I don't even know.
I mean, hey, it's episode 2. You're working on the plug?
Yeah. I don't even know what podcast streaming services exist.
The Philosophy of Wetness, written by Lightning Cog. and
Philosophically.
edited by Lightning. The Philosophy.
Yeah. Alcohol makes
Alcohol.
things wet. Right. But those are aqueous solutions, are they not? So I was thinking the same thing.
Mist isn't here to make typos. You're right, Baker. I don't come here to make typos. I just make typos. It's like part of my nature, in a sense, when I must destroy, obliterate, and change.
No. Swap is disabled no more. Well, it's a good a time as any to stop being disabled.
But doesn't alcohol contain water? At least some types of alcohol? Water molecules?
I mean, the conventional household alcohols, yeah. Just like
Pure alcohol or something?
the ethanol or methanol strip away the water. Like, doesn't it just evaporate? Sure. Okay. That sounds right.
Okay, but if you take that 100% alcohol that is in its liquid form and you splash it on something, or even among itself, is it wet? The molecules within it?
Yeah, you can wet things with it. It'll evaporate, but get out of there, Disco. You bully.
You know what this means? We don't know
Petroleum makes things
where the
wet.
line is.
Yeah.
Where's the line? Water is no longer... Oh my gosh. Water is not needed to make something wet. Oh no.
Anything could be wet.
I don't know if Chanlin heard the discussion of whether lava may or may not be wet, but
Probably. Yeah, let's go back and heal. So I believe a lot of liquids have the propensity to make things wet. They, yeah. Let's.
therefore
A hot
lava
take.
is wet?
It's the
That's
hot
a literal hot take.
conclusion. Yeah. Liquid covering an object is wetness. In the most basic sense. I'm down for it.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. So what does it mean if something is the difference from something being wet? I guess like an opposite, would that be burnt or is it dryness? Maybe there isn't an opposite. It's just a bunch of different type of stuffs.
Yeah, it can also be burnt, but the lack of wetness is dryness. The lack of heat is coldness.
So if you have a dry object,
Yeah,
that means it's not coated by what?
It doesn't have a liquid coating it embedded within it. I'm concerned how long you were looking for an antonym to wet.
Nah, it's good.
Okay.
The universe won't destroy itself in my mind, but it's fine. Water can burn and be wet at the same time.
It's true. Therefore, burn is most definitely not an antonym to wet.
But it is water. It's one of them tricky things that you trying to break everything. Common conceptions. Let's see. If you burn water, that's okay. So I guess burning something would be increasing the molecular movement rapidly, and just to an excessive point that it's like, I guess, not edible. Or
Sure. It's just temperature to cause a chemical reaction. Get them up to that potential energy. Which is to say nothing about the rapid oxidization process of combustion. Which I have no interest in delving into. Frankly, it's weird. I thought this guy would last longer. You cannot burn water in liquid form. It's just like your opinion, man.
you can't burn water in liquid form. So, can it be burned in gas form, or when can it be burned? Or even in its solid ice form? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I think burning has a lot to do with how carbon attaches to it or is left behind, or however the combustion reaction goes. Also, there's a big bad guy here.
Just wet them with some lava.
Burning requires rapid oxidation. Yeah. Dump some lava on them? I don't know. They got scary face paints. They're pretty hardcore.
Dag.
I don't remember this man at all, and they're pretty unnerving.
That's how it be when you get jumped on the streets. Have I seen you before? Probably not. Am I in trouble? Possibly.
Okay, good. Or I guess rapid reaction? Yeah. I'm pretty sure oxidation. Not up to date on my redox reactions, but is it not exclusively to redox? Have I been led astray?
Burning requires
Yeah.
Burning requires reaction. Oh.
Shoot. Where's a chemist when you need one?
Is there no chemist yet to the little I guess professional group here of Twist streamers?
Nah, man. Yeah.
The hell is this? Unacceptable.
You got a bunch of soft scientists. And,
Thank
you know, Baker.
That's a bold claim. Is the Magic Federalist a scientist?
They
Hmm.
primarily are interested in teaching history, which is a social science. A soft science, if you will.
I'll have you know, soft sciences like psychology are science.
Psychology's
What's more sciencey than
pretty
psychology?
concrete.
Perhaps neurology.
Where's there's a simple order of operation.
PEMDAS.
Yeah. Purity, the XKCD. So we got the most pure, math. Here, can I? That's incorrect. Okay, so we got most pure is going to be math, and math is just applied physics, and chemist is just applied. I already messed up. Math is most pure. Physics is applied mathematics. Chemistry is applied physics. Biology is applied chemistry. Psychology is applied biology. And sociology is applied psychology. Where it's all just delusions and derivations. Right? You following?
I'm looking at the picture. I know I've seen it before, however.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Chandler's got the order. They're hip. They're with it. They don't have a space bar, but you know what? Who does? It's 2020. You ain't got.
Don't need no
nothing left.
space bars.
He ain't got no march chops. What he ain't got? Oh, never mind. I ain't got no Sudowoodo. Right. They're rock. Umbreon? So you have to remove the Metang. ASAP Rocky. Like, never want to see that Metang out here.
I'm so disturbed by the idea that lava's wet that I'm starting to wonder whether Chandler's definition is accurate or not.
It's gotta be. The alternative is that they're wrong, and I refuse to believe they could be wrong. They have to rethink several other large decisions.
Big life choices. No one thing hurt last time to think.
Rough. Who will?
Oh my god.
I didn't want to pop into this, but I gotta protect my honor. What am I wrong about?
I don't know. Are you wrong about it? I don't know.
About
Are
lava
you right
being
about
wet.
I mean, like, you just have to
Yeah.
ask the basic question that is, like, most parsimonious and also most applicable to everything. And, like, so, like, you just define as anything that is a liquid, you know, has the property of a liquid, you know, the
Yeah.
chemistry definition of a liquid. And then you just use the definition of, like, well, if it's coating something, then it's probably wet.
So, Cog mentioned in an example earlier that not necessarily specific to this lava thing, but about oil and whether it was wet. I guess by that definition, oil would be wet because it is liquid.
Yeah, it is. You see anti-shadow?
So
know
the
what that
definition is covered or saturated with water or another liquid. So it doesn't make a distinction. It doesn't say that water has to be the thing that saturates it. It can contain any liquid.
Yeah, man.
So I've debunked your philosophy. Throw your books in the trash. You're welcome.
Joke's on you, I only use papyrus and toilet paper. Just kidding, toilet paper is extinct.
Okay.
Gonna have to throw them out anyways. Pearson's gonna make volume number 8 next year.
That's it, for some reason, it just feels so. Going based on the definition, lava being wet just sounds so odd.
Well, you're the reason is because like you're more dense or less dense than lava, so
Got
you
'em.
float on lava. And like based on that, there's a tendency for the direction of you to be above the lava and lava to be below you.
All I heard from that is without me, humans can't exist because there's not a platform for them to do their little things like, you know, grow old and kill things
Yeah,
to
man.
survive.
It's all about that density.
Yeah.
How things order themselves based on. Can I get this? Uh-oh.
But it's weird to think that like our whole planet is just a really thin crust of just like more dense solid. Right? Like lava is less dense, isn't it?
Less dense than
I believe
Than the
so.
crust.
But then you get to. Pretty sure. I'm no geologist. So, like, the mantle is split into 2 sections depending on how much pressure there is.
if you have like a piece of rock that's floating, or piece of land? Say piece of rock
Sure.
floating on
Guess the-
atop magma, or atop lava.
Magma.
Both. Probably.
Right, because if you had the land underneath it, it'd be lava, but magma.
Pretty arbitrary magma.
Just remember, magma is wet. Now
Yeah.
lava.
It's like the arbitrary distinction on meteoroids, meteorites, and meteors. Where it's just where they are in relation to Earth, which is pretty Earth-centric.
Wait, so lava has to be more dense than the crust, because if not, you would never have the crust form in the first place.
Right. That's not good.
So then, lava.
Oops.
What is magma? Why do volcanoes happen?
Why do volcanoes happen?
Yeah, if the crust, theoretically, I might be wrong about this, if the crust is less dense than magma, then why would magma ever go above the crust?
So I think that's more of a local
Plate
pressure
tectonics?
thing of plates mashing about.
Lots of pressure built into those. I don't want to say it's like one spot. It's probably a bunch of various spots instead of one humongous one beneath the outer crust.
Right, which
And it just goes poop, poof, when them platelets be doing their crazy swirl stuff. Snapping and jiggling, all that stuff.
it's true. It's
Yeah.
in many different places. Call them faults. Math is at the top of the chain. God save the Queen Mist. Could you be grounded in concrete for 5 minutes?
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Can fire ever be on fire?
Nah, man. 'Cause
I
fire's
just need to point out that
lights.
fire can be wet given enough temperature manipulation. No.
Fire's not an object.
What? What do you mean fire is not an object?
Fire's not an
Data
object. Yeah.
It's not an object? Okay, I think we need to define what object means here.
Just
Or
as
are
like,
you?
I don't think you can have like gas be wet. You can't have fire be wet, right?
Right. There's no...
I mean, doesn't water vapor make things wet?
No.
Well, that's because it condenses. It turns into water. Well, I guess water vapor technically is just floating water out, whatever.
Right.
But it's still like
What the fuck's that?
No, we're with
the
you.
actual water, like water gas, can't make you wet. Steam.
Until it condenses and the droplets
Yeah.
become larger.
It's why your Popcat gets all wet on the outside. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, can't something be wet by the water vapor itself?
No.
If it's small droplets or not even droplets?
Well, let me ask you this right now. Are you wet right now?
My lawyer told me not to answer that question.
Good idea. But I'll answer for you. You are wet, or not? You're sorry. You're not wet. Excuse me. You're dry by most conventional definitions. But despite the fact that there's a lot of water that you're breathing in and currently existing in, it's just all in the air, but
Maybe it's safe to say part of humans are dry and part of them are wet.
yeah, but like the conventional definition is kind of like looking at,
You usually
Kinda like
just
a-
pay attention to the surface.
yeah.
Clearly your viscera's wet, but it's always that way. It'd be weird if it wasn't.
Like,
If you hold water, some water in your palm, say, is your palm wet?
wait, if you're holding water in your palm, is it
Yes.
wet?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's water in your palm, right?
I see. The air
Got 'em.
the air doesn't carry too many water molecules.
Yeah.
So I guess we're assuming there's just no like any kind of molecules around then. I guess
Yeah,
it's dry.
yeah.
The surface of the skin, unless one is sweating, secreting sweat.
Alright. So this works if we assume we have spherical cows in a vacuum. Any other scenario, it'll fall apart.
Is that the cow that jumped over the moon once?
No relation.
Oh,
Like
see.
it's like if I drop my computer into the bathtub, right, and it gets just doused in water, and I say it's not wet because the inside of the copper is dry. No one would be like, yeah, but your computer's destroyed because the outside kind of is what matters. It's wet and you killed it, you know?
maybe
Like-
that's the problem with our society, focusing too much on the outside.
Really, wetness is just an element of our superficial culture.
Look. we-
No, he's got a point.
Jeez. Oh.
It's all about perspective. It's just crazy.
Can perspective be wet?
No, it's
Please
an
don't ask
abstract
that question.
concept. But if it could
Oh.
be,
Hold on a sec. Can perspective be wet? If by perspective you mean using your eyes to see, the eyes are rather gelatinous, you see?
got
They
'em.
contain water. So it contain molecules of water and other molecule.
I think you're forgetting the bigger picture with eyes is that mirrors aren't real. How can our eyes be real?
So the answer is yes, it could be wet, because the second definition of wet is showing a lack of forcefulness or strength in character. Evil. Got him.
Yes.
Is this definition from Urban Dictionary or something?
No, it's informal British.
Oh,
Weird. So then there's the hot counterculture definition of wet, which is similar to Gucci.
What? People actually do that? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's wet.
Yeah, Troy says that. Although
But-
I suppose you never talked to Troy.
I mean, I've talked to Troy.
You ever hear him turn on some music and say, "Yo, these are some wet beats"?
That is like pillowing like level. Like if someone told me that, I would just be like, I would nod slowly back out of the room and come back in the room while they were sleeping and just, you know, pillow them. Because that type of language, dang.
nah, dude, that's cold as fuck.
Some anti-sapiens propaganda.
That
So-
ain't hot.
Are we just going through like all four elements of slang?
Bold
Oh,
of
that-
you to assume there's
that-
only 4.
That's lit. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's wet. That's a solid proposition. And
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You mentioned lit as an element, but what makes something lit? Does it need to have photons?
it's. Oh, you mean like yeah? I
Be
mean,
illuminated.
yeah. It has to be illuminated, so it has to have photons.
Ah, that's lit.
You better never tell me where you live, because
You're getting a pillow.
because I've got a body pillow for you, and when I say body pillow, I'm about to body you with a pillow.
Nice.
That doesn't sound very cool.
Hate to see Balthazar get destroyed.
yeah, I'm gonna strangle you with my cat pillow, and it's gonna
Do
be
it.
like bittersweet because everybody loves cat pillows, but you know, there's
Dang, to do something like that would take an iron will.
Yeah. You think Chantlin isn't some cold, heartless bitch? Won't give you mercy no matter how much you beg for it?
oh well.
Bold of you that I want to. Bold of you to assume that I want to beg for something.
Bold of you for thinking.
Got
I
him.
mean, he has a point.
The
Yeah,
Biggest
I
brain
think.
strat of all. Don't even think about it, dog.
Dang, I'm watching this lizard just straight pull in a maggot into its hole.
Nice.
Damn, that's rough.
That's a weird thing about Texas and presumably other warmer climates. How you just have lizards outside, like all the time. I was
They're just chilling out there. What the
sweeping the floor the other day, my place of work. So there's just a little lizard hanging out in the corner. Like, get out of here, you.
It's almost like they tend to be cold-blooded and survive in warmer areas.
It's
Easily compared to colder.
Still not over Armadillo Roadkill.
Wait,
Did you
what?
hear about Trump's wall falling over?
Yeah, man.
His small fell over? Hold
His
on.
Trump's wall.
Oh,
So I know there was news a couple weeks ago too, where like the cement foundation didn't cure and they got a windstorm, and it all just you.
Yeah, the windstorm. The top comment is if the wall had bone spurs, it could have avoided the draft.
Yeah. My
Uh,
president avoids the draft.
I mean, you know, like, yeah. I guess I'm not gonna offend the guy. That's what rich people can do.
Yeah. I'm just like, hey, you should go in the forest and burn it down. And they say, nah, man, that ain't me. Come on, Entei. Work with me here just a little bit. I don't have the firepower to beat you into submission. I don't have any firepower at all. Scratch that.
You'll think that the conversation of wetness has been moved on from.
Hopefully.
Why are we not
News
moving
for
on?
you.
I would like to bury it in a watery grave. God save the queen.
Okay, excuse me.
Now I
did
wonder
you just
about
die
Drydon.
to Entei?
I just
Oh,
died to
oh no.
Entei. Is that a issue?
Well,
Alright.
like, is this the first time a trainer has ever had a legendary Pokemon in a Pokemon game?
I don't think so. Maybe. Did it?
I don't remember ever fighting. Category. Oh, there are a lot.
Yeah. I say it may be the first time in the video game. No, because Team Magma and Team Rocket woke up Groudon and Kyogre, but they didn't fight you with them. And in RBY, you have 4 legendaries. None of which got used by any trainers at all.
Wait.
I think in Gen 2, Suicune runs around, but is never actually captured and used. Lugia and Ho-Oh are both chilling like villains.
Yeah, there's like 166 trainers with legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, because I know in the anime there's definitely a lot of them that use legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, that's so weird. I thought that, like, I was surprised this dude was using a legendary Pokemon, but, like, I guess it's just a common thing.
Yeah. Remember in the Gen 4 anime, in the League, they fought a guy that used Darkrai and Latios. Like, wow, that seems strong.
Oh,
Which
really
pulls into
weird
question the
deal.
whole, how many legendary Pokemon are there supposed to be?
Mm.
Because according to the anime movies, there's just the one.
What?
You're like, yeah, this is the one and only Latios. It just happens to live in this one city.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, one of each.
Yeah. No, it's just one, they're all super glued together.
Yeah. After they caught God, after that it's like, great, what is this? The Pokemon of leaves?
It's all been downhill ever since they made God a Pokemon. Really jumped the shark.
I can continue to move on with life now. I've come to the mental realization that one can say lava is wet. I've agreed
Okay.
to it.
What has convinced you?
Don't go back.
Personal research.
No. Don't. Wait.
I mean, it doesn't seem bad. The definition kind of liquid covering something. I think the real problem lies in defining words in general, but
Got
that
him.
is that is a big problem in itself. Thinking that way won't solve things.
No, I mean you have a point because languages shift, and a lot of dictionaries are prescriptive or descriptive as opposed to prescriptive. So how do you constantly document those changes? So you have like the Oxford Dictionary, which constantly adds words to remain hip and relevant.
YOLO.
Yeah. I feel like that made daytime talk show news when they added YOLO and some other Gen Z words. I feel like that's an annual story where they go back, be like, look at what they added this year.
They're like, oh, millennials. And I'm like, stop saying that.
I was careful to use the term Gen Z because, you know,
Yeah.
you just plaster
I'm
millennial.
I'm not calling you a talk show host. I'm
Thank
like
you.
talking about those Ellen DeGeneres types.
Those Ellen
like-
degenerates?
Yeah, those Ellen DeGeneres. Like the ones that are like seven, like when they see a 7-year-old child like saying eat, and they're like, damn millennial.
Is this a millennial?
Okay.
There's the butterfly up there.
Just millennial things.
Yeah. Or they're using an alternative definition, which hasn't been codified.
It seems so biased, like, to the ones, at least I've heard talked about the most, are millennials and boomers,
Yeah,
or baby boomers.
those are some of the most populous generations. With the notable exception of Gen Z.
Kind of leaves the other ones out.
What other ones are you looking for?
I think there's at least, like, it depends where one looks at for sources, but there's two others. Gen Z is one of them, but there's also Gen Y. There might be others in between.
Gen
Depends
Y
how it's mixed.
are millennials. There's Gen X
Are
that
they?
was after the boomers.
I've seen distinctions between them and millennials.
Weird.
Yeah.
There's distinctions. I've only seen like the generations: Boomer, X, Millennial, then Y, or Z, or whatever.
Right.
What comes after Z?
Nothing yet.
Because humans destroy themselves. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have a
Or
new
the-
generation if there's no planet.
Or the fact that we'll all need to start spitting out babies so we can find out.
It's true. Allow me to procreate
please
with the
don't.
populace.
Yeah.
You
Any
do what you gotta do.
Sexy
Just no
singles
spitting.
in my area.
I will be the godfather of one child. One. You may choose one, and I will take care of it in the event of your ultimate demise. The
Okay.
others will starve.
I choose your child.
What a loophole. Joke's on you, that means my children, at least one of them, doesn't starve.
Nice. I will safely say that I am anti-child starving, so that's a good outcome in my book.
What a controversial take. You know, have you thought of running for the Presidente?
Running from the president? Yeah, all the time.
Running from the president. You wouldn't
No,
really
no,
have to run
running
that
for-
fast.
Oh,
You do like a 10K mile run
I don't follow.
in his honor.
Why would you do things for the president? I thought he does things for us.
I
You're
thought
running
so,
for.
too.
You were asked if you were running for.
Oh, the candidacy of the presidency.
Oh.
Nah, man, that ain't me. Maybe. Boss Bill's not offended, but may be offended by the video Chuck missed.
I'm not sure if I should be happy that he actually watched the video. Assuming he did. Might have just read the title, but no.
Just
Boss
read the
Phil, you
title
in
and got
here?
it sent to. They were streaming. Like, they started 10-20 minutes before I started. So they're probably on Discord and Xbox at the same time like a mad lad. Like,
Absolute madness.
oh. I said they don't have Discord on their Xbox, so it wouldn't say they're streaming on Discord, right?
Don't see. I don't know.
I'd like to save my progress, which requires overwriting the current save file. I don't know why you ask every time. I agree. If I lead with Meting every time, I think we want Umbreon lead over Hitmontop, and we can pocket that Intimidate for the Entei.
Dude, just spray him with water.
That would make him wet.
Y'all really want to revisit that?
I don't want to make any Pokemon wet. The alternative is they do make Pokemon wet.
You want
guys
them
just
to
call
make
me a
you
furry.
wet?
Yes.
The gyrate. Yeah.
Thank
Right.
you, Laughs and Laughers. No, no! I don't even think
not
there's a Laughers
praise
in this
be.
game.
Something tells me a lot of those muscles are not muscles humans have.
Right, like they do not look natural. Like, that's not an alignment. I don't know. See, like they're missing that central divisor across their abs. They just have
Like-
3 horizontal abs.
I know that this joke has been made a lot, but like at this point, why does the dude need Pokemon? Just rip the little kid in half.
Yeah.
Right.
Every
That
time.
sounds illegal.
Especially with the big muscly boys, and it's like, what the heck, man?
Give it or not enough.
I love how yes, square Pokeballs.
They ran out of polygons after the muscles.
Yeah.
Pay no
it's
mind
fine.
that the muscles are just a texture on the model. They still don't have the polygons.
I'm telling you, like, there's so few polygons in this game, which is fine. But if Game Freak just had, like, just kept that polygon count and just did the Pokemon, I think a lot of people would be more happy. Do like animations and I don't know.
I do enjoy animations for my Pokemons.
Look at that! Look at that animation. That is a unique animation.
There's some of them that are reused, but like,
That's fine.
yeah. You can't have it all. God dang, Metang using Protect. So you're gonna Earthquake again? Yeah. So I guess get Sudowoodo out of here. Maybe that was a waste of party space.
Thank you. That's what you get for picking a grass type.
Sudowoodo's rock.
That's what you get for picking a grass type.
Hey,
Don't you have surf?
yeah, surf's on for alligator. Golem's gonna protect again like a little bitch.
Oh, I see.
Ooh.
Wait, Golem's protecting? I thought they're the biggest brain of all. Whose Medtang's been protecting?
Yeah.
Oh, did
you
they?
might as well focus on our tank.
Yeah. I think
Oh, jeez.
beat down Golem this turn because it can't protect.
You can do it twice.
It's a like what 1 in 8 chance that they can protect 2 in a row. Yeah. Get out of here, Golem. No, get out of here. Neither of them protect. Weird. I would assume at least one would protect. Marsh Top, which is fine to take that neutrally. My tank's a tank though.
Mm.
Finally. We've broken past the openers. So we then have to siphon damage while we fail to catch Entei.
Entei is a dark Pokemon?
Entei's Shadow. Yeah.
Mm. That's why I never caught him as a kid.
For shame. 'Cause they're pretty strong. Down goes camera. So I don't want to surf the Entei because I feel like that'll kill it. Just outright.
Really? Did you one-shot the camera?
I one-shot the camera up. I barely missed the golem.
I thought you went one-shot it, but I don't know.
We can try. No
I
harm
mean,
in
if that's his
trying.
last Pokemon, then you might as well just not surf.
Right. Give him a good bite though. Just a little chip damage. So we have the balls to just chuck.
Pokemon, gotta catch them all. It's so true.
I'm unable to catch this one.
Could you theoretically catch, I know it's not an option in the game, but like, canonically catch non-Shadow Pokemon?
Yes?
It just can snag any Pokemon.
Right, 'cause there's still Pokeballs.
Pokemon, gotta catch them. Well, if it isn't Boss Phil, hello, welcome
Boss
to the
William. Hello. How do you do? That's what they call you. Everyone everywhere happens to call you Philium. It's weird. Excellent. In a maniacal state of wanting to build factories and catching Pokemon, and this entity better stay in its ball.
Oh, yeah, you could stop Satisfactory.
That's not good. If you want.
I forgot to mention that too. I haven't been playing it for a while.
Oh.
Like I said, once I got my my stuff in the chest, I was good. I just didn't want to like lose it forever.
Right. Do you not keep your character's inventory? Or is it...
No. Like I died.
Right.
And I kept on trying to get back to those chests.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like I found 2 of those thingamadoodles, flash drives, and so I was like, well, might as well pop one. So now we have increased copper efficiency.
Nice.
I'm
But I
bullying
think
Luke
pop
to get
the
it.
other.
Yeah. This is one tough puppy.
How many Entes are there?
One.
Has this been the same person?
Yeah.
Who
I have,
was last time?
Lost previously.
Snag the bitch.
I've seen like 3 Entes in the past 20 minutes. I don't know what's happening.
It's been this exact Entei.
Well,
assure you.
so there's actually 5 Entes. They're called the Pente.
Boo!
That's some good shit.
Ah, yes. My will to live, gone.
Yeah.
So it's funny because N in Norwegian means 1. So this Ente is the first one.
Excellent.
Hello,
Welcome
Luke.
in, Luke. Yeah.
How goes it, boss? Ask. Well, previously on this episode of Dragon Ball Z, we were discussing what wetness means.
Don't go back. Don't go back there.
No, because Luke was asking me in the clan chat. I didn't feel like explaining to him the complexities of wetness.
No, stop.
We've been there. We've been through there. It's
I am the stopping.
you've been playing your N64, Liddy. Brother says that water isn't wet. Brother's wrong. They should be buried up to their waist in the sand and clubbed. Hey, look, Entei.
This dude's. That's funny. Loop asks a valid
Yeah.
question.
What if we bother wondering why?
Can you
Uh-huh.
use legendary in turnip battles?
Yeah, they're just Pokemon.
I know, like, I thought some Pokemon games you couldn't use them in tournament.
I mean, you can't use them in like battle towers or battle trees or battle frontiers or whatever battle noun they have.
Oh, so you can't use them here?
I don't think they're allowable. I don't know. I don't recall.
All right, I'm about to end their brain's whole career. All right, ready, y'all?
If you talk about water one more time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
Assuming that lava is a liquid, is lava wet?
My god.
It is.
I'm asking them their opinion. Water?
Right.
Water. Oh my. Loop is enlightened.
Yeah. It's true. Bro said it wasn't wet, but I'm pretty sure it's wet. The general consensus is water's wet. But, you know, we live in a society where people don't wear masks. I'm like, but why?
We live in a society.
We live in a society, bottom text. Yeah, you can... Stupid colossal drown.
I have been bamboozled.
Tossing you on screen, missed.
Well, we can't talk about wetness anymore. Baker's prohibited.
Alright.
You didn't listen to my demand.
You know what? When you become a Papa Grand Supreme Pope Ocelot, we can talk then.
What?
Reference to Papa Baker.
Right, as misidentifies Baker as their father. You don't have the same authority as you're not the father figure in their life.
Word here. Let's not use the F word. I said Papa Baker.
Wait,
Oh.
so Baker's my dad or what?
He is now.
They could
Join the
be.
fold. We will make you whole. Give you a reason to live, huh?
I'm not gonna allow that. No moistness discussion.
Well,
From this day forward, there was no more wetness, so it was decreed. Hey,
moistness. So essentially,
moistness is...
let it be known as an official stance on the Church of the Chime that lava is moist.
Right.
This all.
Okay, so here's a question.
Yeah.
For Mist.
Oh no.
Would you rather have sonic boom powers, where every punch you do, you create a sonic boom explosion with your fist? Or would you rather be able to make any plant you want in a 1 kilometer radius on command?
Ooh, any plant I want.
That's your choice?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're able to do every plant, but there is a caveat. Either I lied, and the only plant you can do is spruce trees, and that's it, in a 1 kilometer radius. Or you can do every plant variety as you like, but you're sexually attracted to birds.
I mean, I don't see much difference from now, so definitely the second one.
Sure.
My lord, give me strength.
I am joking in this situation.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Clear.
you're sexually attracted to birds, and you can make any plant. Either everybody knows you're sexually attracted to birds. I mean, everybody. Everybody knows. Or nobody knows, theoretically, at the point you get the powers. But there's always a bird that rests on your shoulder and who's dummy thick and forgives you for whatever you do to it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like, listen, if you're feathery,
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen like a bird kind of a bird furry, I guess.
a feathery,
Is
yeah.
it a bird furry? It's
Listen,
feathery.
it's just a seagull. It's literally just a seagull, but like, it's
Oh, you said
it's
the
like-
bird was dummy thick. I thought there was
it's
something.
got a nice posterior, but it's just a seagull.
Miss never saw a bird.
It's true.
Well, it's hard to. I think everything's a bird essentially. When one is blind, it's difficult to
Hey,
live life.
What do you want?
So thick bird, no one knows, or everyone knows.
do you choose a life of secrecy or the side chick?
It depends. How's the society?
It's current
This
society.
society
Oh,
Like,
well,
you know how we
on fire.
first off,
we- people who commit bestiality? Well, that's how we would treat you too.
I see. Interesting.
No, you don't have to
I think
fuck
it's-
birds. I'm not saying you do, but you want to. That's the difference.
My brain is altered in such a way that it causes me to have an odd attraction to different species. Second
Depends on
option
the bird,
seems
maybe.
safer.
Yeah.
Seems better for preservation.
A dummy thick bird that's always resting on your shoulder and forgives you for everything you do.
Yep.
You have companionship. You have secrecy. Like, no one knows that you're eyeing the bird in a sexual fashion. You're just looking at the bird and thinking, wow, what a nice ass.
Hey, let me be clear. No one knows at the moment you have your power. But if it ever comes out that you fucked a bird, then there's no special mysticism that's going to stop people from knowing it, right? Like, people will know, people will remember it. It just, they don't have to know.
You got to be part optimist by them. You have to hope that you planted enough good plants that people will overlook your
Yeah.
bird attraction.
It'll be like the next Johnny Appleseed with like one little issue.
Single
Just a
caveat.
little thing.
You know, he made a lot of those trees that birds love. We don't know why.
Hold on a second. Luke made a
Weird.
claim. Zoophilia is bad. First off, what is zoophilia? Second off, why is it bad?
Sexual attraction to animals. Which, Luke, you're in the right ballpark there.
Is that not bestiality?
I mean, that's
Bestiality
just
or
bestiality. That's
sinful act.
I believe they're one and the same, but
Zoophilia.
That's
Philia
splitting hairs.
sounds like attraction.
I think the idea is that zoophilia is the attraction to animals, while bestiality is the screwing of animals.
gotcha. The old noun and adjective trick. They represent the same idea, but not quite the same point in language.
Okay, if you fuck a frog and it becomes royalty, I don't think you want the country it owns.
I do it for my country.
I don't
do
know,
it
we
for
could
my
have some
city.
decent exports, like...
I mean, come on. You have to, after some time, you have to love your partner, warts and all.
Get out.
It's funny because, yeah.
Yeah, now you may say toads are the ones with the warts. However, where do the loyalty go? There's no way. Oh, come on, Luke. Come on.
Good.
That's the new banner. I think you need to like redo your chat or your title of the video.
You have that tattooed across your forehead for the people.
For the people.
You would
Okay, new question. Let's say
Please.
that you can get $1 million if you make it through the whole year without fucking a single frog. So once it hits 2021 and you have fucked a frog, you get $1 million. One caveat: if you
Yeah.
ever see a frog in person or through the television, you for about an hour will do everything you can to get with that frog.
I mean, the $1 million is tempting. However, I think it'd be wrong to cheat on my bird fiance.
I don't know what the moral level here. I feel like
It sounds overly
the
stressful. I
bird,
mean,
no. The bird says it will forgive you. Remember, it forgives you for whatever you do.
it could forgive me, but I must learn to forgive myself to transcend myself.
Let's be honest, no one should be forgiving you.
You get no freedom from your
Ah.
previous actions.
I mean, that sounds like a hassle. If one were to do that, it's like an unhealthy attraction. Furthermore, to potentially cause more chaos in society, damage.
I don't
So
think you need
those
to add
are
the
worth the
unhealthy
problem.
bit.
Well, what if the $1 million is used to pay a treatment to no longer be attracted to frogs and aliens?
No. Let me be clear. You don't have this attraction to frogs forever. It's just till the end of the year. And the moment you fuck a frog, it ends. You don't get the $1 million, but you stop having the attraction for frogs.
Oh, the question becomes, what does it mean to fuck something?
Are you looking for advice or techniques? Because
I mean, I wouldn't be looking for advice when it comes to a frog. That sounds illegal. Also, there's a lack of interest, so, I mean, I'm not looking
Sure.
for that advice. for the entertainment.
It's true. Luke's like, why did I say any words?
Was it
No
Luke who did that?
fuel was required. It's Luke that was like, kiss a frog, it's a prince, you're now a part of the principality.
This illustrates the reality that sometimes some frogs need to suffer in order for others to not suffer. So it's just it's how it be.
But like, if you fuck one frog, you lose the $1 million. That's it. There's no like ulterior, like utilitarian. Like, it's not like I
Well-
give you $1 million to fuck the frog. I'm taking it away from you.
What? Hold on, I need to stop you right there. $1 million is not a steep enough penalty.
Okay.
When you're a rich fancy boy. 'Cause-
No, it's not.
Oh
So
no,
after all,
it's
fuck
just
the-
starting. Hey,
Right.
Boss Phil, I just want to point out, do you have that that green rupee? Very nice. And looping, your name's also green. Not that it has any relation to frogs or anything, but...
Oh no.
Chow.
Oh, hold on a second, Luke.
He's on the prowl.
He said
Looping, run.
faking frogs is gay? What's wrong with
Right,
doing something
'cause-
gay, Luke?
The water's turning the frickin' frogs gay, which... oh no.
Would you? Oh,
It's too late. Mrs. coming.
oh!
Oh no. Right. And
I didn't say anything like that, but yeah.
Oh,
right, because there are people that keep frogs domestically. Like there's a whole place over in Houston, creatively named Houston Frogs.
Now, Luke, we're modern here, okay?
Yes,
I said royalty. It could become a princess.
I said prince on account of, you know, the Frog Prince story,
I've heard of it.
which,
A frog for what purpose?
oh, like,
I mean,
why would you not want a frog?
why would you not want a frog, Boss? Do you have something against frogs? That sounds discriminatory.
They're slimy, they're cute, they hippity hop around.
Well, is it discrimination or is it prejudice? He doesn't want one, but he's not actively not taking one. That's being forced upon him.
I feel like it's just hesitation out of caution, not any sort of preconceived hatred towards the idea of a frog.
No, it's definitely speciesism. Because distinguishing between different things is not something done in 2020. Everybody has malicious intent, unless it's oneself, of course. One is perfect. Alright.
Okay. The answer to this is that I wouldn't take the deal because, like, the ramifications of me finding a frog are so great that I'm not confident that I'd be able to get through till 2021.
Right, like, frogs are pretty populous. Stipulations where if you saw any frog, you just go nuts for an hour, yeah. There's
Yeah.
no way you're making it to $1 million. You're just having sex with a frog.
Right. Like, if I see a frog on television, I'm not going to be able to reach that frog, but I know for an hour I'm just incapacitated.
But $1 million.
What was that show called? Have you... Have any of you seen Black Mirror? At least I believe the first episode.
Yes. Where the British politician fucks the pig.
Yes.
Allegedly.
The
Now-
arguably worst episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, it gets better. I kind of stopped after like the second.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
episodic realities, not one where the Prime Minister has sex with pigs.
I mean, the man did something, and I mean, hey,
Could have been anything. Who knows?
yeah, he did something. Could have been anything. That kind of dilemma would be quite peculiar, and it puts me to wonder how often does that happen in reality? Not to
Oh,
such a
yes.
large scale, but there's someone out there with, I guess, power that want to cause harm, unless somebody does something considered taboo, repulsive?
All the time people abuse
Question.
their power and social influence.
If I may interject,
Always, please do.
this is an enclosed space, right? There's no wind. What is with Hentai's, like, mane?
Oh, they're just like that.
It's just always majestic, blowing in the wind.
They have vents.
Vents, yeah. Can we have this battle over a vent? Hentai is really tricky.
I like to think that they just have a smooth muscle group on the back of their neck, just constantly flaps that cape, mane, gray fuzzy bit.
Imagine, like, you go over to pet it and you like want to put your fingers between its mane, and when you touch it, it's completely solid, and it turns out that there's just like a huge leech. It's just constantly sucking on its back of its head.
Could be. And no one's ever gotten close enough to be like, hey, you should not have that lamprey hanging off your head.
Well, hold on, Loopy. Let's not be so hasty to judge a man's actions.
No, that's what he did. That's the whole gimmick of the episode.
He did that, but his reaction to it seems
Uncomfortable.
He seems rather shocked for some reason. I mean, I don't know why. But
Yeah, it's unconventional activity. If you're look,
A new
if your
experience
prime minister has
for the
sex with
female-
pigs, they shouldn't
male
be your
too.
prime minister.
it's bold of you to assume it was a female, but
I mean, why would they pick a male?
That'd be gay.
I mean,
I mean, not. I don't mean gay. I'm saying, like, if you're going to screw something like in that context, you kind of want it to be as quick as possible.
on that episode,
You
it
never
took
know.
wasn't it like over half a day?
What?
Wasn't it over half a day in that episode? Or like
Don't
14
recall
hours?
the mechanics of it, but
I don't even. It was a long time apparently, given the trauma of the situation. Probably caused some kind of PTSD, possibly.
at the very least.
I don't think this would actually happen in real life. The whole scenario that played out in Black Mirror.
Yeah. Just
Probably
gets
not on a large
swept
scale.
under the rug until the person that fucked the pig ends up in a suicide watch cell and all the cameras happen to go out.
I just think that, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's the reason why they say we don't negotiate with terrorists. It's to get around the whole having to make those tough trades.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same, but is it a reality?
No, not really. Like, I mean, they will negotiate with terrorists. It's like, if they were told, hey, you have to fuck this pig, then, like, you know, they would never go through with it. They'd probably let the kid die.
Sex is fun. We're just ending.
Right. And there's a whole business of negotiating with terrorists with the whole Somali pirates thing. Where they just capture ships, hold them ransom. That's the whole shtick. That's the gimmick. And then you negotiate with a, we're not going to shoot these people if you give us money.
I wonder if they could stop giving them anything, whether they would actually stop, or if they would do the same type of crimes, or make worse stuff until they couldn't be ignored. No, Luke. There's a clear difference here. That's for pigs. For frogs, there's passion. Yes.
technically education.
This is education category on YouTube.
Oh no.
I've always found those battle hard.
Yeah.
Very addictive.
You know, you ask Leaping, like, why we continue this conversation, yet you add this, like, extra layer each time.
I like how you just sent another message regarding
Implying they wouldn't die with alternative methods? Like, frogs
So-
are pretty feeble creatures.
I mean, what? I mean, Lupin has a point. If you want it to be more than a one-night stand, you can't just go killing your mates. It's just not how you do it. You gotta think in the long term.
For some reason, I feel like critical planning and having sex with frogs are not commonly related traits.
I don't imagine people with a pretty good skill to structure a life will fall into that situation.
I mean, I don't know. Depends on the person. Like, if you think of people who've done, for example, I guess you could call it heinous crimes, you know, like serial killing and stuff. Some of them are very organized.
Kirby 64 is a good game. And also, I'm trying to stop this conversation, but for some reason everyone brings in a new factor.
Loopy just wants to get edumacated. How are we gonna not give him this edumacation during this COVID-19 times?
Sure. Unfortunately, Luke, your sexual education should not come from people on the internet. So Kirby 64, I hear that's a game that exists. You know things we don't know. I should hope you know things.
Oh,
It's useful to have knowledge. Great game. Excellent.
sure, it's possible. Going to assume you're talking about with the human species and not something else, Luke.
Why? This is why you're the feathery in chief.
Featherian chief?
Feathery in chief.
Like this? Nope. Feathery?
Yes. That's the one. You don't have to censor your messages, Luke.
What word could he mean?
Obviously 6. Or sax. You know, a musical instrument of a saxophone
Yeah.
is just, it's beautiful, the music.
This
It's
is-
underappreciated. Used in jazz and blues.
Saxophone's pretty universally appreciated, though. Like,
Wait, so they have a whole biodome underneath the training center?
yeah. 'Cause it's not just a gym; it's training.
If they could do all of this, why are they starving for food?
Couldn't tell you. It's an inconsistent world building.
Tell you what. I tell you what.
Tell you what. I know. Yeah.
So, was that useful at all down there? Or like, what?
I feel like there was some plot relevance to it later, maybe, but I have no idea. Yeah, everything's still dead. Let's make them less dead. You're just seeing the Magikarp die? Nope. Magikarp is often seen out of water. No. God. Frog is going to be its cursed subject as Lapras.
What's about Lapras? I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, so a
Oh,
couple
no.
months ago there was
No,
a
no.
hentai that
Don't
popped up.
scout him anymore.
Oh, I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, a lot of the mainline games where you can have Pokemon walk behind you, Magikarp will just flop around on its side behind you, like, this is normal. You know, Vulcan doesn't even serve as food. Right, 'cause if my anime knowledge is up to par. Magikarps were inedible.
Inedible.
That sounds like quitter talk.
Okay, not that you can't physically put it within your mouth, but it's unpalatable to consume.
Yeah, well, that's what edible means.
By the way, in Pikmin you can see they eat meat. It's true.
I mean, they bring it to the onion, so I don't see why that's a surprise.
A lot of the Pokedex descriptions are how Pokemon catch their prey.
Yeah. Never see a Pokemon die.
It's some
You know-
Western propaganda.
I think they need to just really get kids to understand the real world.
Have Pokemon die.
Yeah.
He's right, you know.
More death, more destruction, more blood.
Nah, man. Butterfree just flew off to live a happy life somewhere else. He didn't.
Can we have one Pokemon that is just literally a human? Like, no other additions. And all he says is, please God, kill me. His name is, please God, kill me. Because that's all he says.
I certainly hope not, but I suppose there's no stopping Game Freak and their limitless creativity.
I mean, they're like, hey, what if Sexy was a Pokemon? Gardevoir. Hey, what if, like, Bodybuilder was a Pokemon? What was it?
Machamp,
Machamp. Hey, what if Goths were a Pokemon?
Gothitelle,
Yeah.
like it's. This guy didn't fight us before. Yeah.
I don't like this shit. Oh, Aeron. I love that. Touch the Aeron.
I will if it's Shadow, but they're not.
Oh, I
Shame.
know. I would have caught it.
For shame. You carry bodybuilders to the Pokemon, bro. That's sick. Yeah. Machamp Pizzle. You just rock slide him to death. I didn't realize Sudowoodo had rock slide. That changes everything. Sudowoodo is my new best friend. It's gonna stay with me forever. Until I remember, it has absolutely no special. No. Rock is a physical attack.
Imagine not teaching a kid about death.
Like, are you saying that the kid never learns? Or, like, just
For the
when they're a
entirety of their
kid, they're not taught?
When does a kid stop being a kid?
You can
Like,
no longer
13?
see the. Well, I suppose it's a cold, hard definition.
Yeah. Because you're trying to use a blanket term for all people, and that won't work because some kids mature faster than others. So it's best to use a hard-lined one.
Fair.
I guess a kid seeing a Pokemon die may
Yeah.
have some feelings about the show, which would be bad for making money. It's probably more complex than that, but let's just blame the corporations.
I think a kid stops becoming a kid when they finally make good jokes. When they finally are able to kid.
All right.
I hate it, but I respect it. It's disgusting that you'd use procreation of jokes as a metric for determining maturity.
Well, you can go with like Piaget's like stages of development, or you can go Erik Erikson's or stages of development.
I'm pretty pro that Chandler approach. It's never failed me before.
Yeah. Or you can go Chatlin's stages of development.
What is this method of Chandler?
It's based on blood oxygen levels. Depicts whether you're a kid or not.
Checks out.
It's a really bad system because it turns out everyone usually stays around 100%. But you know, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So then there's.
So about Magikarp and frogs.
No.
No.
Oh no! Wait, go back.
I don't know who
Hey.
this Phil is, but I have to agree with him. Let's not have this conversation.
Did you spell scaly I-E or E-Y or I?
What do you get? Like, I love Aaron.
Look at him. Look at him as he doesn't die to Entei.
I think Boss Phil's reading.
They are being. How do you not know Boss Phil? Streamer,
Don't worry.
DJ,
Other than that,
they're
type in
Make this
exclamation
one
point S0 and follow the link. When you click on the link, it'll take you to a link, and you will feel the link in your life fulfilled.
no, you're not familiar with how Twitch operates, but you gotta know Boss Phil.
I see. I know Boss Phil now. We have
Excellent.
been acquainted.
Now you know Boss Phil.
Now he knows Boss Phil.
Why do you do this to me on this, the day of my daughter's quinceañera? You come in here. You don't want to self-promote COG stream. I mean, where else are you gonna do it? It's not like you're on Twitter or anything.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I probably should have tweeted about this stream. I could get like tats in here or something cool. 14 still stupid and annoying. It's fair. You're not wrong. Always self-promo.
Wait, he's 14?
Yes. Does this make you feel bad about your previous actions?
I did
It
nothing
should.
wrong. Nah. Cops are no longer in existence, though.
The opposite is true. They're much more in force in existence and taking
Oh,
people
no.
off the streets.
Oh no. Maybe Boss Phil was a cop all along.
You know, like, like when you're talking to a 12-year-old girl on AIM messaging, then they say they're a cop, and that's pretty cool that they have such a career at a young age.
Fortunately, I can't relate to that, Cog. I'm assuming
Weird.
you can't relate to that either.
Is it because no one uses AIM messaging anymore?
That might be it. Yeah.
Okay.
We got it.
Loop is back. Excellent. You've been sad and depraved in your absence.
Did you say depraved? or deprived?
Depraved.
I think we have different definitions
Of depravity?
of that. Actually, no. That's actually accurate. I don't know how I feel about that accuracy.
Long Dong Johnson. Mysterious Syndicate. It's true, I'm not the chief. Long Don Johnson, what intel do you have to tell us? There's no sarcasm.
Your sarcasm senses are incorrect.
Depraved is missed.
Depraved is missed.
Yeah, they are.
Dang. Dang. No.
You know, when you're right, you're right. It hurts to get called out like that, but this is a wake-up,
A wake-up call.
an opportunity to rise above.
Is it true, Cog?
That I am
Cog
knowledge
is
itself.
knowledge itself? Oh
Like-
my.
Don't believe I'm a physical manifestation of the abstract idea of knowing things, but no one has ever seen me in the no one's ever seen me in the Gibco Gabco lab in the same room. So
Please don't remind me.
that was a good meme.
Nope. Just ugh.
He's the yeast of thoughts and time. What? No, he's
I'm going to eat him in thought and time.
the yeast of thoughts and minds. That's what it was. That's what rhymed. Hello, Duking. I would like a cutscene so we can go to the next dog fight. He wants to be nice. Cog knows he is. Flattery will get you everywhere. But I'm not a deity from a nearby plane of existence sent here to bring knowledge from beyond. I'm but a miserable pile of secrets.
What is a man?
But a miserable pile of secrets, if that's them. He just toys with us.
Yep, that about sounds like a deity. Pretty accurate. Did you not know he was Red Thor? Redhead Thor, aka Ginger Thor?
Is there anything that precludes Thor themselves from being ginger?
And I think that is enough said.
Just toy with you like a mouse on a string. You're always within my grasp.
Well, at least the deity is a cat person.
I thought the
No.
Egyptians would have tipped you off on that. That immortals
No.
favor cats.
Now dog owners, oh no, their fate,
You could.
their fate.
You can also own dogs. Dogs are quality animals, but you know, if you see a dog, you have to kill the dog.
For those who do not carry this decree to heart, as they ought, it would be better for them to tie a giant boulder around themselves and jump into a lake.
The old. Need a rhyme. The old wait and sink.
Smiles in Salem witch trials.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But, you know, pink eye is zoological. It's entirely possible.
Oof.
I mean, as long as you have the antibiotic drops, some to your cats, some to you. If it's good enough for animals, it's good enough for people. Do you not take a shot of agromycillin when you're feeling down? LA2K?
I'm gonna make hot take say no.
Weird. Alice Cam. Yeah, Loop, I have a kitten somewhere. wish to see the baby. So sorry, you gotta head out. Have a good rest of the stream. Yeah, take care. Enjoy Curb. We'll see you next time you stream, Phil. Stream some 64.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There is no baby.
Gato es pequeño. They're baby-ish. They have qualities of a baby. Where are you, Alice?
Hmm.
Oh,
They've
kid.
lived- In that case, they've lived a long life. Too long.
I mean, Alice is pretty young. She's like just shy of a year.
Ooh.
There you are, kitten. I know you're all comfortable over there, but it's for the people. No. Where have you gone? I know, kid. I know. Do you want to stay over here? I could find you a mouse. No. No, don't. Kitten.
That sounds very dangerous for the footwear.
The baby involved?
Yeah, the footwear. Now, if you're talking about the baby, suppose, to be generous, the footstool.
Look. I don't make the rules here. The people say they want to see a kitten. And you are a kitten. Are you not?
Welcome to Cog's Cat Wrangling Stream.
It's true. You can go down. You can go down. Where's your snake? You can play with your snake. I know I had it. Oh, it's under this piece of furniture.
Wait, what? Did I change my name to Scaly and Chief? I can't recall.
I've changed your name to Scaly and Chief after you
Explain yourself.
described actions.
No. Do elaborate for the people.
I refuse.
The audacity you have to take my title of Lord Sour Mist. You ought to be ashamed.
If anyone should be ashamed in this scenario.
I think you're to blame for having such high standards when clearly I'm Scaly and Chief, according to you.
Sure. So, do it. The hell? This dude talking about not having a kid? Weird. The sort of people that take pride in specifically not having children are the sort of people I enjoy not procreating. So often very vocal about their selfish reasonings.
Wait, whose selfish reasonings for what?
People that are very adamant and open about why they don't have kids, and aren't they so gross? How can you do it? The sort of people are like, yeah, instead of 3 kids and no money, I'll take 3 money and no kids.
Sure.
You good, Alice? You found your snake? Yes. They're over here. Over here. Okay.
Do the cats in Brazil have smaller heads, Luke, or something?
No, maybe. They just look like cats.
Yeah.
Bullying me about organizing my cables. About organizing these cables. You can't even see them all. They're a mess. It's mostly just the one Ethernet cable. Or, oh, I suppose you meant under the, I assume you meant those cables, which are just a mess. Are going to continue to be. So my camera's cutting out. That's not good. That's not good at all. So I fear it means that USB port isn't plugged in somewhere. Alternatively, the camera's going out. That's not good. It's pretty hard to find webcams at the moment. Yeah.
You might have a pet, some kind of cat that the species is bigger than other species, which can happen. At Loop.
Oh, the cat with the most biggest head I've seen had a head bigger than my hand. That's quite large.
I mean, Lupin might have a super small hand as well, but
That's an option. Big. Come on, bot, you can do it. Why are those big boys who are so big? Oh. He had... Okay. Weird. 'Cause that's...
why are these big boys who are so big?
Yeah. Here, I have the sound file because it looks like the bot doesn't want to do it.
I mean, you could be 7 foot tall, Loop, and maybe you just have tiny hands. I mean,
Got
life
him.
be like that sometimes.
Got him.
Why are these big boys
Yeah, been the
boys
bamboo.
who are so big? Why are these big boys boys who are so big?
There you go. I believe it. It would look awful
Well, no, I mean,
if you were...
but if you have small hands, you have small hands.
Big dude with small hands? I mean, it looked disproportional, but not necessarily awful.
Remember, Cog is the source of all knowledge.
There's beauty in every proportion. Because some of them are less common, less widely accepted. Would just not fit. Like, yeah. It is I, the divine messenger, bringing to you all knowledge stored from within the chime itself.
Right.
To grant you all your... The buff dog. Buff dog. I request you be more specific than that, because there's a lot of dogs that are buff.
Oh, he probably means the Vage Dodge meme. On the left, they
the
have like particular one.
That Doge meme. Gotcha.
That's
Gotcha.
Well,
Like-
it was nice having you around until then. Then he just destroyed it. Goodbye, Luke. No. Imagine. I bet there are channels like that out there. They ban people for the craziest of things.
Yeah, and they don't swole Doge. That's what the kids call them. Oh, look at that Doge.
What's this video? Addicted to simping? No,
Yeah.
you're not worthy.
Well, don't be addicted to simping and you won't have these issues.
But
There we go. Is that what you sought? Your desires? Yeah. I mean what you speak of now. Here. The chime has granted me the gift of sight, so I may see what you speak of.
thank goodness. Now that Loop is gone, there will be no more discussion on frogs and
I-
birds.
You say that, but you've brought it up several times now. I can't help
But-
but feel like you wish to speak
No.
of those topics.
I do need to clarify that Loop
You do.
has been here in all those discussions,
It's true.
but Loop is now gone. How will I live out my life and be the possible human / other species that I was meant to be?
Looping has returned to us.
Welcome back, Loop. On today's third podcast, we'll be discussing why birds make better mates than humans. Ah, we're joking. Frogs are definitely better long term.
Yeah, and that's why I hear the scaly around here.
Is that an actual thing?
That's a
Oh,
thing.
no. Why?
That's at the very least your thing.
Why can't it just be under furries and not so many different groups?
Because they don't have fur. Why would be gone? I know that you're joking. As long as you're aware that it's a joke. Otherwise it'd be pretty rude. Means nothing if they don't have paws.
If they don't have paws?
Yeah, paws.
Does he mean paws like mammalian paws?
Presumably.
So they need to have paws for you to give them the time of day, Looping. I mean, hey, I ain't judging.
Like the two vertical line symbols into stop. It gives you great pause.
Yes.
Pause equals dicks. Oh. That's not a common English statement.
Now I'm very perplexed.
I'm more so concerned why you keep censoring your words. Self-censorship is a sin. Okay. If I can. Clearly I can. God dang. Salvin around these parts. We're gonna pen that to the chime. Where's my channel? This gets down. Cool trainers. Riggedy riggedy wrecked.
I hope the kid isn't used euphemism for some other kind of word.
It's not. I specifically meant that child in front of me at this point in time. There's no further meaning. He put his face up. Yeah. Advance to the next zone. They will be too shameful to ever show their face again.
Oh, the Luke meant a kid in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
He's watching the content. How responsible.
Are you not?
I'm watching. He's actively watching.
You got a lot of nerve coming in here. Not even coming for the Pokemans.
Oh no.
Well, it's a good thing Entei's not a dog, or we'd have to murder him too. We'd have to murder them too.
Are they not a dog?
They're not a dog. They're a Flareon that got... You know, that doesn't really check out, because there's the Gen 2 lore. If Grand Mega Poke Supreme Ocelot still exists. The Burn Tower of Aerotree City, where we probably need to see to a battle. Someone that wants to lose. Where there were a Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon that were trapped in the burning building and were resurrected by Ho-Oh as Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. But Flareon's just a cat, bear, rabbit thing made out of fire. How did it die in a burning building?
I mean, ran out of lives? I don't know.
Which one is the worst evolution of Eevee, considering the fans' opinion? I say probably Glaceon. Due to in large part being, you know, ice, but also an uninspired design. A terrible evolution method. But that's just like my opinion, man. Glaceon, yeah. Because does Brazil get a translated version, or do they use the same English names? Nah. What's your hot take? Out of all 7? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 because of Sylveon. What is the worst possible? You use the same English names? Cool. I don't know, because sometimes they're translated and sometimes they're not.
Huh.
Well, the names sound different. So. Yeah.
It says send to Bob's. Why me?
Did you receive Bob's and Vegene?
Whoa, whoa. There's only Bobs in this meme.
Uh-oh. Well, not my saddest masturbation, but it'll...
What are you talking about? This is quality content.
if it's Brazil, I can't even imagine what name we give to him. Right.
Wait, Cog, are you in the void again?
My camera died.
Oh. Yep.
There's that.
There you go.
Okay. More like the Payload. Yeah. Checks out. Based on my limited expertise with Portuguese naming structures. Imagine it'd be similar to how they translated like French and German names and other Latin-based languages. Like Entei would definitely just be called hot dog. I certainly hope not. But I know in my heart it to be true. Suicune, just water dog.
Yo, Cog, have you been getting advertisements for an app called Spoon?
An app called what?
I believe it's called Spoon.
You have to speak up, lad. I got spoons in my ears. Can't hear a dang thing. No,
I mean, I can't know if you're honest or not about that because the camera's not working.
Spoon.
Yes,
like
Spoon. Spoon. It
like
it
cuddling
strangely
bit
reminds me
closer
of
and-
TikTok, the craziness of TikTok, and I'm not happy. I'm very dissatisfied.
hold on. Spoon is what?
Spoon.
I gather the name is Spoon.
It seems like TikTok from the advertisements, kind of, but I may be mistaken.
Wow, that sounds awful. They have an
Yeah,
advertising budget, which is worse. So
But
they have,
I mean,
if they
it's
have
not
an, yeah,
is it a win?
no, it sounds like a content sharing platform, but yeah, Spoon, but as an app. Apparently, Miss sees a lot of advertisements, and that's one of them that exists.
That's what happens when you watch videos on mobile and not PC, using
Right.
non-sponsored ad block.
Oh yeah. News says now the anonymous seriously. Yeah. That's, I think, like the 7th sign of the apocalypse that anonymous are popping back up and be like, hey, you should not. Which I am all for.
Wait for anonymous or no? There's no way TikTok.
Oh, I'm pro anonymous, not pro TikTok.
Wait, what is it that they're doing or rumored to do?
Usually hacking and social awareness things. Doxing some quality DDoS. Yeah, no.
Related to TikTok?
Yes. I mean, Anonymous predates TikTok. Anonymous is Legion. They've been around.
Well, I'll have you know, TikTok is in its essence cringe, and cringe has been around for a long time.
sure. The cringe isn't the issue, it's the spyware portion that gets my goat.
I mean, Tweedle the potato.
The time has come to give alms to those in need. Place your tithings on the offering plane.
Oh no, I forgot about the bot.
Never forget about the bot.
Goodbye, bitch.
Huh? Okay.
Tithe,
Thank you.
buddy. Yeah.
Thank you, miss, for your generous tithings.
Bless RNG.
Church of the Chime graciously accepts them. Are you implying that anonymous? And it's true. That is the time. You got 2 minutes to midnight.
So, wait, 2? 7.
Nah, man. Is it Black Sabbath that did 2 minutes to midnight, or who made that song?
Load shotgun. Well, is this working? I hope it's not working.
It's
That's
Iron
the
Maiden
sound.
song.
Hope it's not. As none of them have been.
Let me smash, please.
How far behind is this stream? Oh
A bit.
no. My ears have suffered, but I have caused more suffering.
Smash Scotland? I mean, probably don't. They've been smashed enough. There's no need to bully Scotland. Just because they're unfortunately attached to England doesn't mean you should weed. Never had a weed command. Fun old lady Agnes. That's her. And something against the name Agnes? Yeah. She's fun, she's old, and she identifies with ladies. Yeah. I can't help but feel like you're getting hung up on one of those adjectives there. Have a little F-U-N? So lady's gonna reckon you? She won't. Unfortunately for her.
It ain't much, but it's on its work.
It's something.
Is that? I don't. I
Mexico's
mean,
more
bold
than a
of you
country.
to assume that she's had children.
Right, 'cause she's just a lady, not necessarily a grandma. Like, if that's what you're into, Luke, I suppose I won't deprive you.
What is it called?
It's the city of vice.
It's with the G, it's Jilf, right?
Right, Gilf, a grandmother you'd like to
Chris
fuck.
Brown, set it up.
I mean, the time discrimination.
Fun.
That's all. Hey, there's your English lesson for the day, Luke.
But how?
I thought you didn't know enough English before this exact moment. Alright. Time for battle number 10. Oh, Vander.
Oh,
Suppose he kinda looks like a Dutch guy. Didn't hear a thing. Excellent.
Okay, now you definitely have to remind me.
Game's too loud? Weird. I mean, I can drop it. The game's too loud, yeah. So, probably for the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not even gonna argue with that.
now it's fine. So, just a variation on MILF. You got some very sensitive ears. They're very sensitive. You should be able to pick out individual sounds and tracks and words. Hag. Gilf. No hag. She's the funnel lady. She's not some crone. Some craven witch. Some handmaiden.
Oh, the memories! How far they go.
Ah, Gilf.
Ah, he even knows how to spell it.
I would like to believe the ah is not the ah of surprise or an ah of confirmation, but an ah of sheer fear and shock. It's like, ah! Like, you know.
Ah, yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. Levels are unfortunately important in this game. Or then she'll die from a heart attack, and only if you do it wrong.
Loop, that seems very insensitive, though. I mean, it's not completely untrue.
Oh yeah, we still in this.
There's some old folks with good health.
You have a point, Luke. Why don't we raid off? Been at this for 3 hours. Cleared area 1. We got pokey coupons.
That sounds like quitter tuck.
I'm a quitter.
Wait, did he say raid? How dare he?
I said raid.
How
We
dare
raid.
he?
Dawn is on. I do like raiding Dawn. But someone that I don't simp for. You had a teacher that was 85 years old. That's a terrible retirement system. But cool, I hope they taught you good things. Yeah, I'm a simp. Let's go. Dawn.
Raid. Hype.
With the heart of a 15-year-old. That's unconventional.
I wonder to what world Chandlin goes to sometimes.
When they just don't tab out of the chats.
Yes.
No idea. I mean, I
Fall
know.
asleep or something?
Couldn't tell you.
Hmm.
What I can tell you is that Don Waltz, the quality big streamer, and they're playing Breath of the Wild. Neat.
Italian Barnett.
Excellent.
Blind playthrough. Curious to see how far they've gotten. What are the odds that I have a camera again? So we can at least sign off, maybe? No. Yep. Good a time as any to get a new camera. Yeah, Baker,
It's
break your
about
lurk.
that time.
Break your lurk just to go right off. You remember Dawn, right? Ooh. They're part of a stream team now. That's new. That's new. Boy,
Oh, what?
i9 in dollars, just $4.50.
An iPhone 9, I guess?
What i9?
Yeah, Loop, you could get probably a better iPhone for cheaper.
Wait, didn't iPhone skip 9? Went from 8 to
Oh, I
X?
feel stupid.
They're...
For some reason.
Alright, also
yeah.
a rating in like 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
A Core i9. Oh.
Got it.
So Core i9.
The processor.
I hear it's good.
They are good.
The lightning ray.
Probably
Thanks for
the
the
best
welcome,
at the moment.
Welcome,
Though.
man. Good to see you.
Welcome,
Good to see you.
sir.
How was your stream, buddy?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How
How
was
was your stream? Pokemon Coliseum? Dude, that's
What is
fucking
this
hard.
game?
Pokemon Coliseum is such a great game.
Oh.
My favorite Pokemon game, actually. Actually. You know the Blacklands playthrough on Three Houses? Nice. I've only played that game once, and it was the Golden Deers. I played the Golden Deers playthrough, and then I put it down.
Yes, Loop, spread the word.
Then I put it down. That stream was nice. Cool. I'm glad. You except for Pokemon Snap 2? Not really. I don't really like Pokemon games that much. I didn't grow up playing them a lot. I played Pokemon Coliseum.
Nice.
Ooh, I barely made that. Whew. I played Pokemon Coliseum, and then I played like
They
Red.
say that i9 is
I
the Intel
played-
i9, like the really good processing
Probably,
unit.
I don't remember the next one I played after that, but I stopped at Black
Yeah,
and White. I haven't played a
I don't know
single
if there's
Pokemon
an
after Black and
i11
White.
out yet. Probably somewhere in the world, but
Like description, the stream was
Uh,
nice. So gentle,
no.
so calm. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. The stream
Not
was
to my
nice.
knowledge,
that's always-
although I
always
haven't
good to hear.
followed
You know
Intel's
what?
product lines. I'm
That
pretty sure
stream was really
i9 was the
nice.
latest and greatest.
Hey, who shebang?
Neither do I. Yeah, Snap was such a chill
like-
game. Yeah, I never played Snap. I never really played Snap.
I know I have an i9.
Not a lot, at least. I remember I would play it like at a friend's house.
Well,
but
you rich
I
bastard.
never really I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that I played it.
Well,
Oh,
and the issue with the
Really?
i9 is a
Yeah,
lot
now?
of power,
Sweet.
but a lot of power
Black and
makes
White
a
is
lot
one
of
my top favorites.
heat.
The story in Black and White was amazing.
Ooh.
The story in Black and White was really, really
That's
good.
what happens when we stream
Honestly,
those
like, really
pretty
good.
AAA
It's
games.
so cool, like talking Nintendo, because I never
Is there
ever
a-
talk about Nintendo.
I guess a cooling
Is the Switcher in this game? Nice. Yeah, I heard that
mechanism
comes with the DLC.
in some PC parts, or is that not
For
really a
Emerald,
thing at the
mostly, for
moment?
the feeling it gives me.
Fans?
I don't think I ever.
No,
I
no,
don't
not
think I ever
fans.
played
Like an
what
actual
weapon using?
piece
Okay, so I was using the sledgehammer
that
for the
reduces
rocks,
the
but,
heat. or a
these are
couple
the ones that I
pieces.
have right now. So
Like
I'm
a
just, ah,
heat
boomerang's
sink?
Fine. The boomerang's cool.
I don't know.
We convince him to get a Switch
That's
shirt.
an
Nah, that would
object
ruin the
similar to
immersion
what
for
you're
me.
describing,
I'm not gonna do the Switch shirt.
where it just has
I don't really like
a large
the
surface
fourth wall
area
being broken in
to
my
disperse
games, like,
heat.
all. I actually hate it.
Ew.
I actually hate it.
Yes.
Or
human
there's
progress.
liquid cooling setups I've been
It's
looking at,
stylish. No,
where
that's
you
okay.
use water to
That's
distribute
okay.
the heat from
I
the
prefer
processor to
a-
the other side of the case.
I prefer this style. But thank you.
That they use
Thanks
water,
for
like
the
they cycle it through the
consideration.
the
You know what
device.
I mean? Jelly bean.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Excellent.
I
That's
think it's funny only
I
because
knew
it
the
isn't
water
a Wii
benders
U
had
shirt.
something